Hi guys, it's a beautiful Friday outside. It feels so nice and summery out today. I just came back from the Dollar Tree and people don't be having no manners. I see. I've been seeing this, but so I'm in the Dollar Tree, right? I'm in the aisles. I'm looking for my stuff that I'm getting, right? And why every time I got into an aisle, somebody pulled their little cart up and then they just expected me to move. And I would be looking like I'm in this aisle. I'm looking at a product. I'm standing in front of the product. I ain't hearing no excuse me. People just pulling up their cart and they stopping because they expected me to just move. And I'm looking, and I would stop, and I would look at them just like this. And then I would keep on doing what I'm doing. And then they would be like, excuse me. And then I'm like, oh. And then I move out the way so that they can go by. But they just thought that because they pulled their cart up, I was just going to move. And I was looking at them like, I didn't hear nothing. And I ain't going nowhere until you say excuse me. Because I was here first. You see me in the aisle looking at this product. You see me looking at it. I'm reading it. I'm picking it up. I'm looking to see if I can find more stuff in that aisle, on that shelf. And you think that you're going to just come and I move? No. No, you're going to use your manners. And if you don't, I'm going to stand there and you're going to wait until I'm done. And that's exactly what I was doing. And it happened literally the whole entire time I was in the store. I was like, and I ain't moving. And I don't care. And people was looking at me like I was weird. And I'm looking at you like, no, you're going to speak some manners. And I would be saying it too. I would be like, people act like they don't got no manners. People act like they don't know how to say excuse me. And then people was like, excuse me. And I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. But nah, it ain't gonna work like that. Not with me. I'm over here getting ready to cook because it's Elijah's birthday, and he doesn't. He didn't want to go nowhere. He really didn't. He didn't want to go nowhere. He didn't want to really do anything. So he was like, okay. So he made me a list, and I got his stuff. He want macaroni and cheese. You see, cutting up the cheese and stuff. That's one of his favorite dishes, macaroni and cheese. So that's what I'm gonna make him. And his other stuff, I got his cake and everything, and it's just gonna be me and him. It's so funny, right? Because because I was like, my brother lives right up the street, not too far from us. He don't live right up the street, but he don't live that far. So I was like, my brother's birthday was last month, so this is Libra season, right? And so I was all like, oh, your uncle's birthday was the last month. Do you want me to invite him over so it could just be us? We can have a small little, birthday celebration. And he's looking at me like, girl, if you don't. And then I said, oh. And he was like, I'd rather not. And I bust out laughing. I was like, he is too funny. But I don't blame him though. But anyways, it's a nice, like I said, it feels good outside. But let me get back to work. So till later.